To answer your question, yes, we are two adult women. And yes, we love Bieber, and that's why we're publicly stalking him.
We're crazy.
Hey! Maybe he's what America needs. One nation under beams. We're gonna be two less lonely girls. We're gonna be two less lonely girls. We love Justin Bieber, and let us be clear, we're not being ironic at all.
Hosted by Corinne Fisher and Rosebud Baker.
Okay, so we were talking about the Sheryl Crow song about Owen Wilson, and this is I love learning things about this because so many celebrities are connected in ways that you just really didn't know or you don't remember.
So incestuous, yeah.
Yeah, and so this one, the lyrics go, maybe this is. Do you ever know this song? I can't hear it in my head. I don't know. Maybe you'll play a clip of it, but
if I hear the lyrics.
Maybe this is forever, forever fades away like a rocket ascending into space. Could you not be sad? Could you not break down? After all, I won't let go. Oh yeah, he's definitely bipolar. Until you're safe and sound, until you're safe and sound. There's beauty in release. There's no one left to please but you and me. I don't blame you for quitting. I know you really try. If only you could hang on through the night. I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to be scared. And all our friends are waiting there until you're safe and sound, until you're safe and sound. Feel like I could have held on, feel like I could have let go, feel like I could have helped you, feel like I could have changed you, feel like I could have held you, feel like I could have hurt you, feel like I was a stranger, feel like I was an angel, feel like I was a hero, feel like I was a zero. Now it's getting a little Schoolhouse Rocky. Feel like I could have changed you, feel like I could have healed you, feel like I could have saved you, feel like I could have heard you, feel like I could have moved you, feel like I could have changed you. And then it just repeats like, feel like I really loved you. Oh my God, that's a Bleak Ass song.
Dude, that is the song. That is literally the song of a fucking person who was stuck in a codependent relationship.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I really identify a lot with this.
Every single thing that she sang.
See, it's interesting because Sheryl Crow actually in this song reminds me a lot of like this is like very Alanis Morissette feeling too, because
before India.
Well, no, even after it, she goes back. She was thankful for that sophomore album, and then she went back into spiraling after that.
Yeah. Did you
really?
hear on Oprah's
Oh yes,
Super Soul Sunday?
I mean, she's back. She's back now. She's actually great now. She's doing like yoga retreats because she's married to the white rapper Soleil, and like I think she actually found someone as weird. But like, I mean, she went through a lot with the because she dated Dave Matthews and she dated Ryan Reynolds, and her and Ryan Reynolds were really serious.
They were engaged.
People don't know how serious their relationship was, and apparently it was like pretty toxic as well. And then right after that, he went off and married Blake Lively, who he's still with.
Oh, that was right after.
I think that was like the next major. I mean, there might have been a Scarlett Johansson in there somewhere. But
oh yeah, he married
There's
her.
always a Scarlett Johansson in there somewhere.
Is she still with Colin?
Yeah, I hear they're very happy also.
Wow.
From who? Owen Wilson?
No, an SNL writer told me that 2 days ago.
Okay, cool.
But other cool exes of Owen's, he has good taste in women. Besides the models, there was Gina Gershon, who is like the hottest.
Yes, that's a great choice.
I think she's so hot. And then Kate Hudson, which I honestly think the whole Suey thing was right after that. I used to think it was Jennifer Aniston.
Did you spell Suicide Suey?
That's
like you're calling a pig?
Oh, I had no. I thought it was an Asian recipe. I literally had no idea what the fuck she was talking about.
So Sheryl Crow,
I was like chop suey.
Kate calling Hudson. A pig. That's like how you summon a pig.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's the real outlier surprise. Besides Gina Gershon, Kate Hudson,
I like Kate Hudson too.
And Sheryl Crow. There's Demi Moore was slipped in there.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, he's pulling down some great women. Yeah. He has incredible taste, actually.
Yeah. This is Gina Gershon. She's like an indie, like a serious, but like a respected kind of like actor.
Yeah, she's a lot of like character parts.
I always put her in the same as like what's the name I'm looking for with an M, who's hot, who was in that movie where she played a stripper recently, like over 50, and everyone was wowed by it. God, what the fuck?
Sharon Stone?
No, she's also in My Cousin Vinny.
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei, yeah. Gina Gershon reminds me a lot of Marissa Tomei. Like, Marissa Tomei is one of my favorite.
Yeah, she's like timeless
actors.
too.
That's why I can't remember her name.
For
obviously.
sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Good for Owen.
Yeah, no, I've always been impressed with
who's he married
his
to
exes.
now?
I don't know if he's still with her, but like another model.
Oh, okay.
All right, we can go. There's like, I love those. I'm obsessed with those like who are they dating now sites where you can go and you can connect the celebrities and then you can go and see everyone who have they ever dated.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, thank you so much for compiling this for me.
I know. I love that. Okay, so I think he's He's with a personal trainer named Carolyn Lynn. Well, it has a V, but it's like Lindquist. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, but I think she was also a model, no?
Probably.
It feels like people get famous and then they date a bunch of other famous people, and then eventually they just go back to dating like somebody who's successful but like normal.
Oh, I think that relationship's over anyway.
Yeah, I had a feeling it ended for some reason.
Yeah, like she was, and she was dating another guy.
Was probably just looking into his eyes, probably looking into the eyes of him and his family. And you were like, I have a feeling it's ended.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so like this personal trainer was married to a Beverly Hills surgeon, Ritu Chopra, filed for divorce, then started dating Owen, and then, but she was probably already dating Owen, and then now they're, divorced.
Who's your number one
not
celebrity
together.
that you would want to fuck?
I mean, back in the day, like my all-time is
Marilyn
like
Manson.
No, Tim Curry. Like Tim Curry in the 70s. Not now. He's in a wheelchair. I mean, nothing against people in wheelchairs, but also he's like 60 and well into it. He's just too old. It's
I
just
would
not
love
good.
to fuck a hot dude in a wheelchair.
And yeah, but Tim Curry's in a wheelchair because he had a stroke, and so it just makes me very sad.
That was just an aside that came out.
So
I wouldn't. I'm not really into. I don't want to do all the work like that.
Oh,
I love it. I love being on top.
Yeah.
You also really love to be a nurse.
Shut the fuck up.
And I'm saying that as someone who's wearing scrubs.
Yeah.
God, I wish you could. I feel like we have to take a picture of what Rosebud's wearing. And where does one get something like this?
I bought it
Anthropology.
online.
You
No.
bought it online?
It
Yeah.
looks like Anthropology.
I'm not telling.
So
I'll tell you guys secretly.
It looks like when like kind of like a like it's hospital meets clown, because it's like if a clown was like in the children's ward.
It's my Patch Adams jumpsuit.
Patch Adams, there's a Corinne Fisher in that, and she dies. Weird.
You both have really cool names. I love them.
Thank you. You have a cool name too.
Oh, thanks. I like it also.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, can I answer who I want to fuck?
I guess.
Go ahead, guess. Oh, I thought you were going to say you were guessing.
No. Now that I feel challenged, I'm gonna see. Common.
Oh my God!
Childish
yeah, actually,
Gambino?
I would
Childish
fuck
Gambino?
Common.
Oh,
No,
I think Common
not
is-
Donald Glover. Are you kidding me?
I only like calling him Childish. I don't, because I thought for a long time they were two separate people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't like Donald Glover, and I love Childish.
I
that's
do
so
not want to
funny.
fuck Donald Glover.
But how hot is Common? I like a
Common
I like a
is
manly guy.
so fucking hot.
Hyper masculine. It's the problem.
Common is ridiculously hot.
He's so hot.
I feel like I'd also fuck Black Thought. But Idris Elba.
Oh yeah, he's
You know
so
what? That's
fucking
actually, I
hot.
was thinking, that was like, because he was named like the hottest man.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I was thinking of that. I just couldn't pull the name out. And I was like, fuck.
He's so fucking hot. Oh my God. I've watched Luther so many times.
What is his voice? I can't place his voice because, like, for me, voice plays a lot into it.
He's got a British accent.
You gotta have a. But is it like deep, or is it like David Beckham?
It's very
like,
deep.
Hello.
It's very deep.
Okay, because like it has to be fucking deep.
I love a deep voice.
Yeah, a deep voice, can't be a weird accent.
I mean,
Okay.
because it has to be deep, because otherwise I sound more
otherwise you're-
masculine than they do.
I have such a thing with voice. Like
Everyone she likes has a voice. It's crazy.
That's why I love Tim Curry. I mean, who has a more beautiful voice? Tim Curry has like a fucking sensual voice. He says his voice work is out of control.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
oh,
I
God.
just love like the deepest voices. Like I always date guys with super deep voices. But yeah, who would I like? I don't know. Oh, I like George Clooney.
Yeah.
George Clooney is one of the kind of like regular hot people that I feel like it, like when I say regular, I mean like commonly mentioned as hot, who I actually agree is hot. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't agree with most of those, but he
like,
is hot.
I would have probably said something different but I feel like as I get older, I like a guy in a suit with a side part. You know what I mean?
Serial killer?
Yeah, no, I just
American
like a
Psycho?
hot, like powerful dude is like sexy to me, with
Right.
his hair combed and like
Like not a finance guy, but could play a finance guy.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what does he do? Like what does the guy do in your ideal world? What's his occupation?
right now. Oh, like I don't know, just have a good job, like a successful life where you're like a man and not a fucking loser.
That's a good attitude to have.
Yeah, I'm like, just like whatever, he does, as long as it's not comedy or acting or anything. And if anyone has any advice or help for me to get a boyfriend that doesn't have a headshot, please let me know.
See, because for me, it's like I really think I cannot date anyone who's not in the arts. Or arts adjacent, at least.
Every day it's like I'm in a jail that I'm trying to get out of, and I just can't.
Your worlds are colliding. That's the thing. You have this, like, you want somebody who's like stable and mature, and yet like you're stuck in a world that does not offer that.
Well, I just have these guys around me that are... Bless you. Well,
I didn't know if Rosebud was laughing or sneezing.
Well, you guys
Rosebud.
know what the guys are. You know who they are.
Yeah, but that's your fault.
Look, I've been seeking a lot of outside help, and I'm doing everything I can here. There's meditations, there's journaling, there's hiking.
Oh, yeah, wait. I was like, could you walk us through some of the weird celebrity shit you've been doing?
Oh, my God.
Like
you
what?
get in her car, and it's like the meditation for forgiveness comes up.
Are you serious?
Well, how do you think I'm like
I walked into her
thriving
house.
so well?
There was a gigantic dream board.
Oh, my gosh. Rosie.
Gigantic.
It's
Well,
crazy.
honestly, it's none of your fucking business, but
She left it
Did you
out.
take photos?
She left it out.
No,
and she
no,
was
I've
like,
never let
don't
anyone.
look over there.
Anytime I have a guy over to my house, I have to make them stand at the door. I even do this when I'm drunk.
I mean, that's weird. That's weirder.
No, because I'm like, I have to hide so much shit from you for 1 second, so just stay here.
It's like when you're passing your phone to somebody, but you have to like delete all the weird pictures out of it before you're like.
I have so many crazy books. I have like 17 different journals just like out. I have Post-it notes everywhere. Like,
I just have to make sure that Alfred didn't take a shit in my apartment while I was gone. That's all I have to
Dang,
check
that
for. But
sounds-
I
that
can usually
sounds
smell
simple.
that.
Yeah.
yeah, well, like anytime a guy comes over, they like threaten me that they're gonna look at my vision board.
Well, so obviously you've been talking about the vision board pretty openly.
No, like because it's turned, like you'll see it, but it's like flipped the other way.
Does it say vision board on the other side? Do not turn vision board.
No, but oh my
side.
God, it's gnarly. Like that's way too much secret information. Like holy shit.
Have you ever made a vision board, Rosebud?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know that I have actually made a board, but I'm not against it though.
Well, the whole idea and all of it is so humiliating, but like privately, it's
I don't think
my
it's
real life.
Why is it humiliating?
It's just
It is,
the
it
word
is.
vision board. It's words like even words get played out to me that make me shiver with
Yeah.
embarrassment. Like the word patriarchy
Right.
embarrasses me so much,
agree.
even though I am like full feminine. Like it's
Yeah.
not things I'm against in any way. Just like buzzwords embarrass me. I'm like, ugh, kill.
Yeah,
you know?
you just like don't. It just feels hacky to say
Even
it.
feminism, and I'm like
Yeah.
a hardcore feminist, but like the word feminism, it's just
But it
maybe
all needs to be
self-hating.
rebranded because it's been put in the wrong hands. That's kind of like
But
the whole
honestly,
thing.
it's just like anything that gets big, like any celebrity that gets really big, then everyone turns on them. It's just oversaturation is all it is.
So speaking of oversaturation, what's your thoughts on Bieber? I've never really deep dived Bieber with Blair. Have you?
No,
What's the album with Sorry on it?
that's Purpose.
Okay, Purpose. Okay, here's what I'll say about Justin Bieber. I mean, a lot of wild aesthetic choices and bullshit, but that fucking album is spotless. Front to like second one to second end is unfucking believable, and it's so funny because everyone turned on him so hard before that, and everyone was like hated him, and he did that Comedy Central roast, which
Right.
you know, when if you watch that roast and he was in that awful blue suit and like
Yeah.
everything he said, he was clearly in so much pain at the time because he knew everyone hated him, and watching him take that, like he tried to laugh, but there was no. It's people you don't know saying the most awful shit about, and
it was right before PC culture really stepped in, so like that roast was brutal.
well, it was so brutal, and like people hated him so much that you could feel it. It wasn't like in love. It wasn't out of love.
It was like full-grown adults making fun of a kid.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
Hannibal was like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't like you.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. Like, I don't
and it wasn't someone at the like height of their career. It was a broken person at the time who everyone it was common knowledge everyone hated him at the time.
Right.
Like everyone had fully and watching him try to laugh at those jokes when he was like crying inside was so brutal for me. And then when he did that
Did you write him a letter?
No, are you kidding? And then when he did that like scripted like apology, Scooter Braun written apology at the end, where he's
right.
like, I know I've messed up, and like it broke my heart. I was like, someone forced you to take in all this pain so that you could like say something. It was just really sad.
Yeah.
But anyways, the album that came out after it, I still think it's one of the best albums of all time. But I also love pop music.
I think it's one of the best pop albums because for me, like, I don't have a ton of albums that I can listen to very frequently or that I have actually downloaded to my phone, and that's one that I have downloaded.
Which, by the way, we actually have some very fucking hot news to break. Should we do that on this episode, or should we wait until the next one?
Well, if we're gonna do like we should do like a separate Bieber centric one. I think,
good.
probably.
All right.
What's the news?
We'll tell you.
And then, well, the one last thing I want to cover. Do you have any thoughts on Gaga? Because Gaga and Christian Carino have officially called off their
I think she's
engagements.
fucking Bradley Cooper.
Well, I mean, everyone thinks she's fucking Bradley Cooper.
No, they're not fucking.
They're fucking.
They're not
I think
even
he's
close
gay,
to fucking.
that.
I guarantee you they're fucking.
Rosebud and I fight about Gaga almost every single day.
See, I thought you would have some strong feelings about Gaga. I know Rosebud certainly has strong feelings about Gaga. I have strong feelings about Gaga.
Gaga is my number one everything. I was with her from minute one. This was the height of my partying years and drinking when Poker Face came out.
Oh, see, that was Kesha for me. Okay.
I also love Kesha. I love Kesha. But I saw Gaga perform in the first year, like in months after her first single came out. And she was like one of the early acts on Wingo Tango where she was like a scrub.
Holy shit, that's so cool, Blair.
And it was when she was still wearing all those outfits and stuff. So it was so fucking cool. But I watch 5'2" on Netflix all the time. I love that documentary. It's so funny to me when she takes her top off and says she's just needs to get more comfortable.
I mean the scene where she plays the Joanne song for her.
My God.
I mean that took me over the edge.
It's all hilarious. Hilarious. But
I wrote a bit about it, but it was too mean apparently.
The thing is about her that she's so ungodly talented. Like she makes a whole new style of music every album. She's always pushing herself. She can do anything. And there's so much cool like creative shit behind what she does. Like all her songs, unreal. I love her. I think she's amazing.
But I mean, can you agree that she'd be like intolerable as a friend?
No, I can't.
She would be.
I think that's where I understand Rosebud's perspective.
I can admit that she's very talented.
She's insanely talented, but I cannot. I bet I couldn't spend more than 3 minutes with her.
I cannot fucking stand her. Like I cannot. Like
I get
she's so annoying that how talented she is. Like how annoying she is. Like supersedes it. Like all I can think about is like. Ugh, like I just like I imagine her creating this stuff and the people that have to be put through her like
well, and she's
bullshit.
like from like Trash Central, like around where I grew up, and I'm just like no one comes out this artistic.
Yeah,
like from where we're from, they talk like this. Like
right.
I don't. The thing that kills me the most is when people have this like affected way of speaking. I purposely like don't refuse to take a vocal class to clean up my accent because I'm like I just can't be that person. Like this is who I am.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, if you're a stand-up comedian, I'll just fuck up your whole
right.
You can't speak like Madonna British.
People always ask me where my accent is from, and I'm like, I don't have an accent, bitch.
Well, in school I was taught that California is like the proper Californians have the proper way of speaking.
Really?
That's what they told us.
Whoa, that's
your
wild.
School. Yeah.
Which is
I actually have
we just established that she comes from a trashy town.
Union Township actually has a great education system. That's why my parents were cool with living there.
Yeah,
okay, well I
parents are
disagree with
educators.
what they taught you about.
But anyways, the bottom line is Gaga is king, and I fucking love her. And I fucking love her.
What's that new tattoo she got? She got some like lyric line on her. She's always getting and then she got some weird rose stencil on her.
Oh my
spinal
God.
Olivia
cord.
Rose.
She honestly
Yeah.
seems like
Olivia
she would have a
Rose from-
tattoo that says "I am enough." I can't stand her.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
What if I was like, I have that
I'm
tattoo?
kind of
I'd
bummed about
literally
the
be like,
Christian
we're getting it
Carino
removed.
breakup though, because I thought that was fun. I feel like when people marry the representation, it usually works out well.
Like Reese and Jim.
Shout out Chris. He's already married, and I love his wife.
Yeah, what up, Chris? But when she started dating her agent, like, and I looked on his Instagram a couple times, and like when I saw, just the aesthetically, I was like, whoa, what a choice. But I was happy for her because the whole Taylor Kinney like break off engagement was devastating.
Wait, you don't think Christian Carino's hot?
I know he is exactly what you would think is hot.
He's literally
to the
my
T.
ideal. He looks like the producer
I
Jordan
knew you were
Schlansky,
gonna
who I'm
say
obsessed
this.
with.
I literally knew you were gonna say that.
Yes,
like, he is.
I think he's hotter than the first one.
If someone could create a Corinne guy like from cell to cell, he is your dream man.
Yeah.
But I was like, whoa.
Gross.
So I was happy for her. I like the ring. I love a huge diamond ring. But I don't know what happened.
No, I don't know either. I was just
She
wondering
started
if you
fucking
knew.
Bradley Cooper is
Well, I
what
mean,
happened.
Why are you starting a horrible rumor?
I guarantee you she's fucking
what if
Bradley
I start
Cooper.
that rumor about you that you're like fucking like someone?
It would help her career a
Bradley
lot.
Cooper? I mean, honestly, please go for it.
Wait. So I'm just Googling it. Why did Gaga and Carino?
I don't think they've said yet because I
I know,
heard.
but I haven't. That's what I was always wondering. Like, as like probably the biggest Gaga fan in the room. Yeah, because it's all like, and people are talking like who she's taking as her Oscar date.
Yeah, I bet she brings like a family member or some shit. Mark Ronson is so fucking hot though. Like, I'm so jealous of any like pop stars that get to fuck him, but I think he's married and he seems like such a good guy. Like, I feel like he doesn't go outside his relationship.
Are you talking about the DJ?
Yeah, but he's like the producer on all those songs.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so hot.
He is a hottie.
Well, and in the interviews, like, I will say during the press, and like that, this could be just to kind of like, you know, it could be very curated to help with the movie. They were like, Gaga and Bradley Cooper were very close during the interviews, like touching, very,
Dude,
like in a very
physically,
intimate
like if you
way.
watch their fucking body language, they are fucking.
They're not fucking.
Yes, they are.
It was like
Close.
fucking, and it was like Angelina Jolie, Billy Bob vibes. Like, that's how weird it was.
I guarantee you they're
Oh
fucking.
my God, I'm so horny.
I loved Angelina and Billy Bob. Oh my God.
Me
I would,
too, so
I would
fucking
wear
weird.
a
Dude.
vial of my lover's blood around my neck.
Me too.
No problem.
And
Ew,
see,
you
I
both-
think that's the unexpected twist that you take as a person, because you seem very stable, and then you'll see something fucking wild like that.
Yeah, but if
And
I
like,
did
we
that,
get-
she'd be like, "We're taking you to the hospital." But I never got the Billy Bob thing when I was young, because you know you only see like what he looks like. But have you watched Goliath on Amazon? You both would fucking love it. It's so good. It stars Billy Bob.
Is it weird? Is there nudity? Is it cutting?
He's an alcoholic, like
Oh,
star
I'm in.
attorney. I mean, of course, I was attracted to him.
Bing, bing, bing.
Nudity or cutting?
I didn't know that about you until today, that you had such a thing for addicts. Like,
I only
yours
learned
truly.
it in like the last year and a half.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a long time considering we're friends.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Billy Bob, when watching that show, I was like, oh, I fucking get it. It's like, it's just an ethos in him. He's just hot.
Like,
Yeah.
you just know things are going to go wildly wrong, and you can't wait to see how.
I
Yeah.
don't ever want to be in a situation where things go wrong again, but I just want to find a nice guy who's also can fuck.
Listen,
is
there's
that a
no
thing?
such thing as things going wrong. It's just you
I love
turn
this
right or
about
you turn
you.
left.
Oh, God, you've been in LA too long.
No, that's therapy. That's 100% my therapist.
Are you still
I
going to
agree,
therapy even
though.
when you're in LA?
Yeah,
Oh,
She does it by phone.
over the phone.
Oh, I always do my therapy via Skype.
Me too. When I'm in New York, I do it over the phone. We've talked about this.
Talk space. Yeah.
I don't like leaving.
Well,
Well, because for me, I was like, oh, I'm actually going to get more stress. Like, it's going to add more stress to my life than it's going to take away from me having to make an appointment.
Right.
Truly. So
Yeah.
I was like, it's great for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys.
All right. Well,
This is we took a lot of twists and turns on this episode. We did some celebrity, we did some new celebrity, old celebrity, childhood celebrity, in Blair's case, college, which was weird.
Yeah.
And
your letter was amazing. The fact that you wrote that when you're can you send that? I want to like have that framed in my room.
sure, I
it
can.
really is so Corinne.
You have to frame that for your place. Like
Yeah,
that's
you
not
do.
Well, that's
fucking
why
cool.
I didn't bring the actual paper because it's still really flat because I have OCD, so I've like kept everything. Well, my mom found it because there was like this, she got a whole new like desk in the family room, and I had all these papers from when I ran a Spice Girls newsletter for 5 years. Like I had fucking documents like filed in that had never been put away, and so she's going through all this shit, and she's like, she saved the hilarious things, and she handed it to me in an envelope, and I read it, I think on like the way to her birthday dinner or something.
That's
and I was
so
like,
cool.
I need mental help, and I'm glad I'm getting it.
I love that though. It's so funny. That's such an amazing letter to find.
Well, I like that I had the same feminist, notions that I still do today. So it's, it's all really coming full circle. But
absolutely.
anyway. Guys, thank you so much for listening to Two Less Lonely Girls.
This is so fun.
This episode, we're not video recording just because we're in LA and we don't, have a ring light. It's just the whole thing. But we'll be back on YouTube as soon as Rosie's back in New York, unless she decides to stay here forever.
And the big news that they're going to break is that they're just moved here to LA.
No, we did not.
wish.
Well, I mean, I didn't at least.
I didn't.
And you can follow us on social media. I'm at Philanthropy Gal.
I'm at Rosebud Baker.
And Blair Socci.
Yeah, I'm at Blair Socci, BLAIR SOCCI.
And dear Owen Wilson, what venue is that at?
It's at Lyric Hyperion Theater.
And that's once a month.
Yes.
And we can get tickets just by following you on social media.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay, super fun show. And people read letters that they wrote to celebrities.
Yeah, and then I interview them, but like in a wild way.
Perfect. And if you have anything to tell us, people have been sending us hot tips on Bieber. We love that. Either DM us, or if you want to make sure we see it, you can hashtag 2 Less Lonely Girls, all spelled out, on Twitter. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.